In this clip, we're going to discuss two additional ways of automating the addition of outcomes for service delivery records. In the last clip, which was part one of this series, you may have noticed we're looking at the same record that we were working with there. And on the outcomes page, where it automatically entered the outcome, you notice we have a quantity of 4 over here in the quantity field. That came from the number served for here. And ordinarily, by default, out of the box, that number would be 1. And the means of setting it to tell it to take the number served quantity and put it into that quantity field when those outcome records are added automatically is yet another system constant setting. So let's take a look at that in administration category codes. Constants again, and we're looking for SDLMNS, and you see that the plain English description of it here is service delivery logic model use number served, and that constant value is set to true. If it were set to false, then it would not use the number served. It would simply default to a quantity of 1. Now that quantity then could later be manually edited if desired, provided that the particular outcome and logic model combination that's being entered allows that quantity field to be edited. In some cases, that quantity field is not editable, and it will be grayed out or disabled in those cases. But with this setting, with this system constant, again, SDLMNS, set to true, it will take the quantity from the number served field. If that quantity has not been filled in, then once again it will default to 1. There's yet another means of automating this whole process of adding service delivery records and then related program, logic model, and outcome records. And that is that for a particular combination of program, here we see adult daycare, and logic model, which we know is hiding in the background, that gives us the possibility of choosing any one of these several outcomes as the logic model goal. And in this particular case, we've got the choice as target population increases socialization opportunities. We can set a series of values in the other fields for the service delivery record that will then be pulled in automatically for newly added service delivery records if you choose the same combination of associated program and logic model goal. So I'm just going to pick, let's go basic life skills here. And we'll choose lessons on household management. These are totally arbitrary choices, and whether they make much sense in the context of the particular program and logic model is debatable, obviously. But the point being that you can set these values for these pick lists to anything that you want. Method, let's say something sort of out of the ordinary, just to distinguish it from the other possible records. We'll put family diary. And then in the result choice, we can choose ongoing, or we can choose anything, obviously, but let's say completed. Now, the way to set those as the default, I'm going to try the nature need. I don't recall if this is going to come in. I do not believe that will come in automatically, but we'll test this and find out. So now the way to set these values that we put in here as the defaults for that particular combination of associated program here and logic model, and I think I just changed it, no I didn't, up here, is to right click on the blue label. In fact, you see when I hover the mouse over it, we've got logic model, the tooltip comes up and we see at the end of that right click to set up as auto records. So we right click it, and then it's just going to give us a series of values that are entered there and ask us to confirm that that is indeed what we want. So we get basic life skills. Subcategory is lessons on household management. Lessons on household management. Then the type is follow up with provider. The method is the family diary, and the outcome is the service completed. We say yes. Now what we want to do is go add another record for theoretically some other client in the future and take advantage of those settings. So we can just click to do that the quickest way from here, we'll just add a new record with the toolbar, green plus button, choose service delivery, choose some other client, just so that we're looking at somebody totally new. Kalamazoo, good choice. Now, what we want to do is first pick the associated program, which would be the same one that we had before, and then we want to choose a logic model, and we want that also to be the same one we had before. The target population increases, and you notice as soon as we choose that, those 5 values that we selected come in here automatically. When we click Save, then we get the prompt to add an enrollment record, which presumably we would want that to be yes, so we say OK there. And you'll notice that now that we had in the previous clip set up the system constant to make this logic model goal that we have selected here an automatic addition, and the result now came in automatically as service completed. So as soon as we save, we come over to outcomes, we see that logic model goal now has automatically been added. So in this case, all we've had to put in was the new service delivery record, choose the program, choose the logic model goal, click Save, and the rest of it is done for us. The outcome goes in automatically. All the values in these 5 category, subcategory, type, method, and result fields do come in automatically. Notice that the nature and need field, as I had guessed, does not come in. It's not included in that list.